Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the love, all of the birthday wishes over the past few days, all over Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. In honor of my birthday today, I am not just going to give you a regular video. I want to show you something very special. As you know, today I launched the course Transurfing Reality. Have the reality that you choose. And so today on my birthday, I want to gift you with one of the lectures from the course, directly from the course. This lecture is about pendulums. All right, so it's the Intro to Pendulums lecture from the course directly. And so it's going to tell you a little bit about what pendulums are from the reality transurfing process, right? Like what they are in reality, how they affect your consciousness, your life, your ability to create the life of your dreams, and a little bit about how to maneuver them and how to really deal with them in your life. So without further ado, enjoy. Here you go. A new lecture, a new chapter. In this one, we will discuss pendulums, which are a very important topic in reality transurfing. Now, this whole process of reality transurfing is really all about gaining back your freedom of choice. And pendulums are something that prohibit that. They prohibit your freedom of choice, and you will learn exactly how throughout this chapter. They are very important, and it's important that we learn about them because they really affect if we create our own reality or if we just submissively live our life completely on autopilot, working towards other people's interests. So with that said, let's get right into it. A pendulum is an energetic information structure. It has no physical presence. That's why it's very hard for us to detect. We are largely, most of us, completely unaware that they even exist. It's because they are just pure information. They're pure just energy. They form when people think similarly, in a similar frequency. And what happens is that the thought energy of the people comes together and creates a separate energy structure. Stay with me here. It creates a separate energy structure, which again is separate from them, but it starts to have a life of its own. And because it starts to have a life of its own, all it wants to do is attract more energy. That's just really all energy does in the physical realm. It wants to prolong its life by getting more energy. So that's exactly what the pendulums do. They want to attract more energy by attracting more people. Because the people's energy created the structure is connected to everybody, right? And it's connected to them by the frequency of thought. And now because it's connected to these people under it, it starts to influence the thoughts and emotions of the people under it. And because it has a life of its own, it needs more energy. So the pendulum is constantly extracting more and more energy from the people under it and influencing those people to work in the pendulum's interest. Now, this all might sound very complicated, and I'll break it down very simply for you so you can better understand it. Take a look at this illustration right here. For this, you have to stop looking at the surface level, right? Look deeper. Look at yourself as just a blob of energy. You're not a person anymore, you're just a blob of energy. And let's say that you represent 1 unit of energy. So you're technically like your own personal pendulum. Now, your friend here also represents 1 unit of energy. Let's say that all humans just represent 1 unit of energy and that we all have the capability to create and use energy. Let's say that you and your friend love fitness and working out, and so you create a new revolutionary way of working out. You get together and create this workout. Now, when you and your friend come together, right, and you guys created your own type of workout, what happens is that you both got on the same frequency of thought and created an awesome new workout routine. You guys use your consciousness and you put your individual thought energy together to create an energetic structure that is separate from you. It's separate from you both, but it is still connected to you both. And this energetic structure is the new workout that you created. Now, you guys recommended this workout to your friends and they love it, right? They start doing it every day and they get passionate about it. And this energetic structure as a result becomes stronger. And now it is connected to all of you guys. And the way that it takes your energy is, again, by locking into the frequency at which you are thinking. So because you have an interest in the workout and you are somewhat emotionally invested in it, you are on the same frequency as the workout pendulum. And so now it has you hooked to itself. Now let's say that you guys all start sharing this workout on your social media profiles and it gains a lot of traction and creates a whole movement because people love it so much, right? And now because more and more people are attached to this energetic structure and they're feeding it with their thought energy, the structure becomes stronger and stronger. And the more and more people that add their energy to this pendulum, the stronger its swing gets and the more power and influence it has to attract even more energy from more people. Now this structure starts to stabilize and become established in physical reality. So now you guys start your own fitness company, let's just say, and it's centered around this workout. And because this workout is gaining more and more energy, the pendulum swing is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And as a result, yes, you do somewhat benefit from the pendulum, but here's the drawback. Because the pendulum is hooked into your frequency, the pendulum has a certain degree of control over you. It has power over you and has the power to influence your behavior through controlling your thoughts and emotions. It makes you think that the thoughts that you're thinking are your thoughts, but really you might actually be completely manipulated by the pendulum's motives. Now, the pendulum is the collective energy of all of the people under it, but it is still a separate energy entity and has a life of its own. Although individual people come together to create the pendulum's collective energy is stronger than any of the individuals. And this is part of the reason that it has a lot of control over you. And because you're emotionally invested into the pendulum, again, you are locked into its frequency. And because it is stronger than you are, it is able to influence your thoughts and emotions and control you if you lack conscious awareness. Now, let's say, for example, across town, there are people who created a new workout, right? There's a new workout that just came out and it is equally as good. Because of this, you and all of the other people that have subscribed to your workout and your workout company became threatened. Your pendulum influences you to feel threatened, and it influences you to view the other opposing workout pendulum as wrong, as just not as good. It does this because the only motive of a pendulum is survival. It literally cares about nothing else. A pendulum just wants more energy and it will do anything to receive that energy. It is not emotionally involved with the well-being of the people under it, and it really doesn't care about anything else. It just needs more energy. And this is why pendulums are destructive. They will use extreme measures. They will go really far just in order to attract more energy. So oftentimes they influence the people under it. Those very people serving it with energy, they influence them to fight against the people of opposing pendulums, because this stirs up conflict, and conflict is a great way to extract other people's thought energy. It's a great way to instill negative emotions like fear, anxiety, and panic, so that instantly their thought energy is attuned to the pendulum's frequency and they could attract more and more energy. So now let's say because your company feels threatened, the pendulum influences you to launch an attack on the other company. You start trash talking the opposing workout company, right? You start trash talking them to your friends. You start trash talking them on your social media, saying how it doesn't do this and doesn't do that, and how your workout is way better, and just a whole conflict ensues. Now, the people of the opposing pendulum launch an attack back at you and a rivalry starts. People viewing this rivalry then either side with one side or the other side. And they hate the people on the other side and view them as wrong, because the pendulum has influenced them to think that the other side is somehow wrong for what they believe. And another thing, the pendulum doesn't care about which side you rock it from. You can talk trash about it or you can talk amazing things about it, but the pendulum benefits regardless. It regardless is receiving your thought energy and is benefiting and becoming stronger and gaining more pull. And you can really see this going on in every area of your life, wherever you look, especially in the media. But look at, opposing political parties, opposing sports teams, opposing companies. Examples of a few are Democrats versus Republican, Lakers versus Celtics, and the companies Apple versus Microsoft. This competition is everywhere. It's in music, it's in literature, it's in
art, it's in the movies, it's really just everywhere. The problem isn't so much the competition. The problem is that the people who subscribe to these pendulums unconsciously are unaware that they are acting in a way that is not aligned with their true motives, and instead they are acting based on the motives of the pendulum. The people don't know that they have completely lost their freedom of choice. The people think that they are acting based on their own will and their own interests, but they fail to realize that underneath the surface, they're being controlled by the pendulum, and their thoughts and emotions, the thoughts and emotions that they think are them, are actually just the pendulums influencing them.
So that was just part of the Introduction to Pendulums lecture from the Transurfing Reality course, which is now live starting today, March 18th. If you are interested in purchasing the course, click the link in the description box below or in the comments. It'll be the first link in the comments as well. Go over there and just check out the whole page, check out the whole course curriculum. You're gonna love this course. It's going to value you really understanding reality transurfing and how to apply it into your life to see the results that you have not been able to see with other teachings all over the internet, all right? So I hope you liked that video. I'm thinking of dropping another lecture tomorrow. I'm not sure yet though, but I'm thinking of dropping another lecture tomorrow. If you really want to see that, give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments section below. Let me know if you want to see the lecture and what topic from the course you want to see the lecture on, all right? And I'll pick and choose. So other than that, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.